think I must have clicked on the wrong thing. No.
I disappeared. Everything froze.
Yeah, I was talking to myself and I thought, hang about, what's going on? Anyway, did you find that photograph you're looking for, Con?
No.
Oh. After all that.
I will find it. I know.
I think I've got one actually. Go on.
I found mine, but now I can't find it anywhere else. It's strange.
Here we are. Here's one. Okay. Copy. Get rid of that. Paste there. Paste. Okay. Now then I can show it to you. I found it. If I can find it on my screen. It's a bit of a fiddle. Sorry about this, viewers. So, where's that gone then? All right, there we go. There we are. We got it.
I see it there.
Yeah, there I am in there. Caught.
Caught in the action.
It's better. I got the video as well, and it's much better on the video. You can see it's definitely. I think it's the third six. Bugger, yeah. Give us yours then, Mike. Come on.
I can't find them. I've sent them to you before. They were a picture of All for Youth Club.
Oh God.
People in All for Youth Club, but I can't seem to find them when I go into the Zoom search. I can get them on my other thing, but not here for some reason. There's only a few people. There's a few people that you know. It's like Hazel Podmore, Di Williams, Gary Thomas.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen those phrases.
Yeah.
Can you tap on your search bar at the top? Search in the whole computer. Just put All for Youth Club, and maybe come up with a.
Yeah. For some reason, no, I'm not going. I'll be gone for a second, but I'll be back. Am I still here?
Yeah, you're still there.
Yeah. I just don't understand why I can't get them on. Oh, very odd. Yeah, I've got them there, All for Youth Club, but I can't get them. What would they be under there?
Well, I don't know.
Let me see if I can find one where you can recognize people. Can you see that or not? You can't see that.
No.
Okay. I'm going to have a different tack then.
I'll try and dig one of my photos out. I got one when I was in university.
Oh, bloody hell. I'd like to have some of these photos actually, because then I can use them on the intros and stuff like that, you know. I can give you characters.
I think I found them. Yeah, I'm going to send a few through now. See if where's the one you'll definitely know. Right. Let's see.
We're going to post up on here.
I'll put them all up, and they're not all people you know. Right. Here's one. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's of the Sub Aqua Club. I can't see. I can see Alan Pritchard in there, and a few people, but I'll show you something else in a minute. I think that's Mark Ferrier standing up there, but none of our people. I was talking about the hair kipper.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, that's all the sort of hair we had then.
That's right.
Then we got, there's Di Williams in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got him.
There's Gary Thomas and Hazel Podmore on the right.
All right.
I forget the girl's name with Di Williams now. The girl that's leaving is called Linda something. I'm not sure of the bloke. That's, I can't remember them. Don't think they're our class, but it's just photos from our sort of era that people took in the youth club.
Was that the Alpha Youth Club, was it?
The Alpha, yeah. These were a little bit after us. These are a year younger than us, I think. I don't know who they are. They're obviously teachers at 2 years on. I remember this girl as well on the right. She was a year younger than us. And that guy I remember as well, but I can't place him at all.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody will know him.
Mm.
But if you remember, that's how the sort of youth club was. That's in the dining room.
I can't even remember it at all.
Do you see the table tennis tables behind it?
Yeah,
Colin?
yeah.
That's right. Didn't you were in the camera sort of thing, Con, weren't you?
Huh?
You were in the camera club or something?
Camera club,
photography.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
This was sort of this was about a year into Alpha. This was, I suppose. So it would be about 1969.
Yeah,
69, 70.
Yeah. I'd be 70, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I started my apprenticeship in 69 or 70? 69.
I had to laugh at Dave Williams. He's such a rebel. Look, he's putting the V sign up, and he's put it so discreetly you can hardly see it.
Yeah, I just noticed it when he told me.
Yeah.
But yeah, names are so hard to find, aren't they? I'll send them to you, Con. You can have them.
All right, yeah, great. I could probably enhance them a little bit as well. Cool. Good one.
Those are the days, man.
I can't really remember much about Alpha Youth Club at all. Maybe it was...
You didn't go there an awful lot, Con.
I know.
We went there twice a week because we used to go there one day just to play football, really, which was not, I'd say it's on a Tuesday, but I can't remember. The other day was on a Friday then. And then Friday, we used to go there and play, I know we used to play table tennis there.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
seem to remember playing table tennis.
Yeah, and also people played tennis because the tennis courts were up. They had the camera club, the sub-aqua club as well. They even had hairdressing there. Girls could do hairdressing.
I remember all the girls washing her hair
Yeah.
20 times.
All the girls. It was one of the few places you could actually have a coffee. Because you didn't know to have a coffee when you were 15, did you? You know, so quite a new thing then for everybody.
Yeah, it was.
Very sophisticated.
Well, it was, yeah. And well, Jubbly ran it then, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's right. Well, he died somewhere abroad, didn't he?
Oh,
Oh, I didn't think he was abroad.
Yeah, I thought he was
He
abroad.
may have been. I know.
But Jubbly that we know who used to run restaurants and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Did he do it? No.
He did.
Yeah, he died about 10 years ago, was it?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
died,
must
yeah,
be.
but I don't know if he died abroad.
Yeah, I thought he was away somewhere.
I got a feeling he may have been in France, but you're right. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, there was no sort of big funeral or anything back in this country. It's all a bit strange.
Yeah. What was Jubbly's name?
Jubbly.
Lovely bubbly.
Jubs.
Yeah.
A Jubbly man.
Oh, I can't remember it now.
No, I can't remember it either.
Don't even know why he was called Jubbly.
No.
Well, I know he was probably, was he 3 years older than us?
Well, he didn't go to Orford, did he?
No, he was well older than us. I mean,
Yeah.
as I said, he was running a youth club then, and all the girls were sort of salivating in the
Yeah.
street, weren't they?
Yeah.
Trying to think. Yeah, he used to go surfing then as well, didn't he? When he was in there, that was.
I think he was a hanger-on surfer, I think.
Yeah,
Was it?
he was never really in the realms of surfer, was he? You know.
No, I don't know. I seem to vaguely remember him in places, but
Well, a lot of those guys went so-called surfing, but they just went for the fun of hanging around with all the girls, I suppose.
well, there's nothing wrong with that, Kip.
Absolutely nothing at all.
Sounds
So when you think about it, surfing it was a way of life for
what is going on?
Yeah.
a method of getting in the water, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it was surf, drugs, rock and roll sort of thing.
Yeah.
In that order.
And, well, yeah.
Depending on what day of the week it was.
Yeah, that's true. But,
Oh, Sam,
Oh, I'm in.
we've got
Yeah,
a better
That's
one
how
now.
much trouble this
Yeah,
time.
oh, there you are.
Yeah. I mistimed it. Just went out for a quick burst on the bike, and I thought, oops, quick, get home, put it away. I was tempted to sort of log into you from the bras in Langland, like I did in Verdi's one day. But background might have been a bit busy, but it was all right. Oh,
Pretty manic down there today.
what time do
hang
they
about.
close?
My speaker is down really low, so wait a minute. I can hardly hear anybody.
What is
Okay. That's better.
We all whisper now. You'll think it's down low.
What did he say?
I don't know.
Are you miming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you stay long yesterday, Michael?
Yeah, I stayed till the end. I went back and forth, and I came home in between. So
Uh-huh.
yeah,
I
I
thought
stayed there staying for Take This and Sunshine Band.
Yeah, yeah. I enjoyed the band that were playing before we went on, those Polar Berries. I thought they were really good, 4-piece, bass, guitar
Oh, excuse me.
fiddle con and drums. Oh, but the vocals, harmonies were great. The choice of songs was lovely. Looked them up this afternoon. I told Kim, and they're
Oh, God.
wedding band.
Yeah.
Geared on literally, doing functions and getting everybody sort of the Hoyle factor. So somebody must have seen them to actually. But I couldn't quite pin down where they're from because they seem to be doing some gigs in Neath, Pontardawe. I think they're playing. They played last year's Jobo Fest down in Wobley, but I couldn't quite see where they were from. But must be sort of South Walian-ish.
Like old time dance bands, isn't it? They got them over here. They call them the balouche. It's the weddings and wedding bands, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They play for about, I don't know, they get paid excessive amounts of money, but they have
Yeah.
for about 7 hours,
Yeah. Well, once they get the rep from doing somebody's do, it's right. This is what we're going to do. Fine tune the choice of songs, the Hoyle factor, and fine tune it, and then away to go. And I should imagine they're more on about £300-400 a time.
At least that.
Yeah.
Over here, man, they get the balouche, but they always got a girl singer.
Yeah.
And there's usually about 5 or 6 of them, except when you got the guy with the organ who has all about the drums and the bass on it and everything.
Yeah.
But they get paid excessively high rates for weddings, And
Yeah.
it's really good money if you can stand it, because you're just playing basic rubbish for all night,
Yeah, but this lot, the choice of songs, and they kind of bluegrass them.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Not quite on the Hasty Dixie sort of mode, but the fiddle and the lineup was great. Fiddle, bass, and guitar, and a drummer, and the vocals and the songs were really good. Doing
good.
a bit standard songs that you've got like a rock song, but actually doing it in a bluegrass style, you know,
ID. I like that.
really well. And then so we went on. We ended up on the main stage yesterday, calling that Mumbles Fest by
Yeah.
default because of the weather. You know, it it was like, where are we gonna go that's not too soggy
Oh, it
underneath?
was Stargazer or Tycho?
Tycho, yeah,
Tycho, yeah.
because we played it last year, down next to the beer tent on the field. I mean, it was quite good in among where all the bench seating was, and so people were literally right in front of us. So when the organizer said, "Oh, next year, main stage," and so when it was coming up, and I said, "No," I said, "We're actually quite happy down below. It was a great atmosphere." So they said, "Yeah, okay," but of course, when it came to it, then um, it was too wet. Thank you, Michael.
Oh, very nice.
On it there. So we went up, and it was great to have a nice solid flat floor. Because when we change in numbers, you wheel the drums around on the stands.
All right, yeah.
On the field, it's a bit of a no-go doing that. You have to pick the drum up, pick the stand up, move it, as you can see there.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
it's really good.
Excellent. That
So
looks
it's,
like
and they put us through the sound system as well, just to bolster up the sound. You know, so
Right.
it's nice.
excellent.
Yeah.
Looks like y'all had a good time, boy.
Yeah, but because of the weather, and it's 2 years in a row now, numbers are a bit. It could have done with about twice as many people there, couldn't it, Michael?
Yeah, so,
How
well,
many?
weather.
About 200 or 300 tops.
But yeah, it was more in the day, I thought, and then it eased off. What was strange, I'll just say this quickly.
Yeah,
We had that take this playing, and it was started pouring with rain, so everybody went into the beer tent, sort of thing.
yeah.
And then it stopped, and just as they started playing, what's it called? My Sex is on Fire?
Oh, yeah.
Sex is on fire.
Kings of Leon. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it stopped raining, they all came out and started dancing. And it started raining, but they stayed out there dancing.
Yeah.
It was really, it was sort of quite good. So there must have been about 200 people in the beer tent. They're all sort of squashed in there.
Yeah.
The beer was quite reasonable. It was only £4.50 a pint, which is very good for anything like that.
Yeah.
It's normally about £5 to £6 to £7, Con. It depends where you go and what you drink.
I could never afford.
I had Guinness for £4.50. Normally it's about £5.50, £6. So.
That's a good deal.
Problem is everything's decided on by the weather, isn't it? Unless you
Yeah.
have a big.
Especially when it's like you got this cold wind. It could be, you get sun with showers. That's okay. But then in the evening, and the temperature seems to go right down. And when you're outside, it's bollocks, that isn't it? Because your hands are cold. And
Like everyone would be saying, yeah, I had to put the heating on last night.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that the last couple of weeks when people have been saying, "Oh, June, midsummer ish."
Yeah. We had this conversation about a while ago, didn't we? Global warming wasn't really warming at all, was it?
Yeah.
If it is global warming, I don't want to see global freezing.
Yeah. I would have done more to stop it if I'd known it was going to be like this.
Yeah. But,
I was thinking another couple of degrees hotter, to be honest. I thought that would be nice.
Depends where you are, though, and some of the places in Europe are absolutely boilio.
Well,
Up for it.
Scotchio.
Yeah.
Well,
But the boilio parts are always boilio, aren't they? They're always hot.
But you'd be pleased to know we got better weather here than we have in Biarritz. So there we are.
All right.
Fucking awful.
Here in where? In France?
Yeah.
Well,
I was checking the webcams out earlier. See if there's any surf down in. You got some waves down in Ossego and Langland. But cloudy as fuck, And usually this time of year, this time when I was looking, you'd see about 10 million people on the beach, And just like the hardcore people who sit on the beach with a little tent, so they're sheltering from the cold.
Oh, who did you say you've seen. I just come in at the end of your conversation.
Who, me?
Yeah.
When?
Did someone come over?
Oh, yeah. Pete Crab came in. Came
All
over.
right.
Pete Crab and his wife, Sarah. Yeah, we had a great chat. Went over to the camping and I spent an afternoon with them and got some Welsh cakes and some Welsh brew tea.
All right. There you go. You're back on the tea now, then, Connie?
Well,
There you go, tea.
I do like to have a cup of tea now and again, but when it's Morgan's over here, she comes over to stay, so I keep my tea bags for her because she makes the tea. You know, she's the tea maker when she's over here, and when she's over here, I seem to drink about 10 million cups of tea. It's amazing. Never drunk so much tea in all my life. You know.
Oh, we drink coffee, Connor.
I drink coffee, yeah, but I don't drink all that much coffee. But tea, God, oh, should I make a tea then? Oh, go on, all right. I just get handed another mug of tea and amazing. She's a tea addict.
So when you say over here, Con, does she spend some of the time not in France, or do you mean over from somewhere else out there?
No, but she's living in about 25 minutes from me.
All right.
So, but she comes over for
Right.
for a week because
that's okay.
I have the fiber. I have a fiber on internet.
All right.
So she uses that then to post up a lot of shit and do some live recording and live streams because the fiber will handle it. Because where she lives, the signal is very, very well. It's not the best in the world, and sometimes it's not enough, you know.
Yeah.
So she's got something serious to do on the computer. So she brings all the computer over and everything, and here is like freaking Houston, you know. You got two computers, two screens, all on my little table here, you know. It's just full up. It's great.
Good.
Is the internet expensive in France, Con? Is it expensive to get internet into your house?
I don't know. I pay it with the rent. I pay maybe about 15 a month, 15 equivalent about £15 a month now. It started off at a fiver a month when I first lived here, but then when it went up significantly about 2 years ago. So they charged me another fiver, and then when she said, "Do you want the fiber?" I said, "Oh yes, please, that would be nice." She said, "Well, it's going to cost a little bit more." I said, "I don't give a fuck how much it costs. I'll have it." So it was an extra another fiver again. So I'm paying about 15 quid, me personally. But there's 4 flats where I live, so it's probably about 60 quid a month, I should imagine.
Yeah. The others not use much then, Con?
Huh?
The others not use much.
No, yeah, they're all location holiday homes upstairs.
Right.
There's one guy that lives upstairs who's never there, right in the very top flat. That's a 3rd floor flat which is being renovated, and there's the one above me, which I was just talking to the landlord now, and I said, "You got many people coming this year?" He said, "No, nothing's happening. Airbnb have given up with Brittany." So they haven't got many people coming at all. So that's great for me, you know. I don't bother.
Well, peaceful and easy parking spaces or something.
Oh, it's better than that. Yeah. In summertime here, it's a nightmare because it's got the parking opposite where I live on the road. You know, it's a little cut in on the pavement sort of thing.
Yeah.
And on Saturdays, the market in Odeon is quite well known. And you just don't move your car Saturday morning, you know, because if you move your car Saturday morning, you're not going to be able to park it till Saturday night. And that's if you're lucky. You just come as every bloody way, you know. Oh gosh, the problems of living in France.
Do they have a word for him in France for commerce? Is it a French word?
Tourist. Well, yeah, the Parigo. The Parisians. They're the comers. Or Parigo. Yeah. You could always see it. They got the yellow guy cotton wellies and the yellow guy cotton fish, no, the trawler jackets, and sou'westers and all this. They got all the gear, Oh boy, looks a little bit like rain. They're all out in gee cotton.
Are they actually from there, or is it just what you say?
They're from the Parisian region, which could be from north of from Calvados, just a little bit higher than Calvados, across to Le Mans. Then it's not the northwest. It's actually, when you see Paris, okay, if you take about 100 kilometer circle around Paris, that'll be the Parigot.
Right.
Because they're all they are special, they're like entitled sort of thing, they think we're from Paris. It's like a guy from London and coming down and saying, fucking Welsh, we live in caves sort of thing.
A random question: do they own all their rigs, then, or do they just rent them, or what? Do they own their RVs or whatever they use?
Oh yeah, usually yeah. Oh yeah. Most of the RVs we get are Germans, Holland. The French ones, all the RVs are local ones. The RVs, from around Brittany, from Nantes area, from Rennes, and Saint-Brieuc, that area. Saint-Malo.
Because as Sam will verify, I think all the ones that we get around sort of Mumbles tend to be sort of fairly local. I don't know where they come from, but they all sort of got no. I think no further than Cardiff. There's a few odd plates on them. Yeah. Normally, there's not normally anyone like
traveling.
A few.
I remember I was behind one the other day, just coming up to the Pentlegate roundabout, and it was was it Swiss? I think, yeah, it's a Swiss one. Obviously heading down to West Wales. Oh, while I think of it, Michael. Talking about officials and wearing uniforms or whatever. Yesterday when you said about your stream parking, I wish I had a moment to dash down and put something on the windscreen. When I got back down there at 6:30 to load some of the stuff off, I had a yellow thing, and so did another 4 cars all the way down there. So he's obviously been around, and I thought, oh bugger! I mean, haven't they got a bit of savvy, or there's something happening up there? Or it's more the case of, I can clean up here. There'll be lots of people up there parking their cars.
Yeah, easy picking.
I never knew it was a time limit on there. I didn't know it was an hour.
Yeah.
I thought it's just come and go. So I'm not sure to try and offload this that ticket into, whether to get in touch with Claire and Rob Marshall about sort of any chance you could, because I couldn't, had to be there. Bit sort of tight for time and loading.
I know exactly how you feel, right? Because we were booked on one of the 4 masters for the Brest Festival, the huge fucking festival, and the whole port area is cordoned off, So you got to have all your passes and everything sorted out before you go in. But nobody said anything about parking to us, so we thought, all right, so we're in there. Then you got to pull up to the quay. Then you got about a quarter of a mile with all your gear to get to the boat. Then load it all onto the boat, and then go and park your car afterwards. So then I found a place, a little parking. Parked the car there. So we're out on the boat all day now. Enjoy. We got a barrel of rum and all this kind of stuff. Having a great time. Come back, no car. All the boys' cars gone. My car gone. They've been taken up to the pound. It was parked in the zone, and they weren't disturbing anybody, So then, and the guy who had hired us was French Gas, the head of French Gas, basically. He went ape shit, man. He said, "Right, we're not having this. Come with me." So he took us all up to the pound. He wanted to see the supervisor. He basically had the supervisor up against all. These are my musicians. You've taken their cars. How much problems are you giving them now? And he paid all the fines, all the things. And it's something like 250 euros to get your car back or something like that,
But, yeah.
A right scam, a real scam. and he paid. I think it was about six of us. He paid to get our cars out and everything. But that was just. I mean, you're there to do a service for the public, help the festival, and then you get your car to. And I had a sticker on it as well. You know, again, participant. I mean, I thought you'd be all right with that. You know.
Going back to Sam, would they not let you park up where you were then? When you took the stuff
Well,
out?
the day worked out was I went there at 10 o'clock to offload everything. And as you know, I had to carry it all across the field because of I couldn't drive across to dump it off. But then I had to leave and go back and go and set up my disco for the night.
Oh, right. Sorry, yeah.
So then I came back down there at about 2:45 to get ready for playing. So when I came back down, I thought, oh, wait, I hope I can get somewhere else, because I knew time was tight. So I came round the back castle, the lane, round the twisties. I thought, oh, maybe is there somewhere here up by the old chip shop, by the police station? No. Turned down Newton Road, and I thought, well, I'll go up the road by the Ostream Hall, just in case there's a space there, not thinking there was a time thing on them at all. And just as I went up, there was one space there. I thought, oh, great. So I dashed, parked in there, dashed up there to get the rest of the stuff set up. And then I thought, right, I'll just, and when I come to load the rest of there, we carried some stuff down to my van, and I'd arranged for the rest of them to bring their cars in from wherever they were to do the same with the other stuff, the same as I brought it in the morning, walk it across the field. So, I wasn't even aware there was a long sort of parking on there. But that's one of the things of, I said to Claire, I mean, I know you just got to take it for what it comes. The site itself is great for putting things on, in as much as it's idyllic, in as much as it looks nice. It's lovely, but it's totally impractical for actually getting in there, parking up on hard standing, parking for vehicles. It's like, go and filter yourself into Mumbles somewhere and half an hour walk back to the event,
Yeah.
It is a bit of, so I'm not sure if I'll have any.
Unfortunately, Sam, us musicians, we always get stuck into things like that. You can't.
Well, for instance,
you just got to drive around and round and round and round.
I played the Tav just a couple of weeks ago, and there's a loading bay, and the back section of it is the bus stop. So the first bottom sort of 20 yards is a loading bay. And when I pulled in about 7:15 to be ready for Upper State one Wednesday evening, there were two cars in front of me, and two guys were just gassing away. They were parked in the car park, just sort of chatting away, and I felt like saying, can you have a chat somewhere else? So I stopped the van briefly there, took the best part of the gear out. Of course, now you don't have any human factor. Anybody, are you going to be along? No, it's just the mobile vehicle drives past. You're actually 6 foot on the bus stop. It goes clunk, it takes a picture of you, and you just get the fine automatically through the post.
How much is the fine?
Well, £70, or if you pay quick, £35. But it's still, that's almost my fee for playing there that night,
Oh, yeah.
And I sent a little appeal in, sort of, I was offloading stuff, and I would have parked down into the loading bay, but I'm waiting for him to come back. Apparently, it's only a loading bay up until 6 in the evening. Then it reverts to being a taxi rank. But I mean, I was only there for maybe about 20 minutes, and there's no sort of human factor in on it. I've written off the letter saying, I was unloading, and the smart-assed official, computer says no, is quite likely to tell me, it's only a loading bay until 6 o'clock anyway, and you were 6 foot in it and 10 foot out of it. But the van comes past, and there's a list of, got them, no quibble. It's more likely, bus stop on the corner where it's triple yellow lines or whatever. And it just goes click, and that's it. Whereas you drive around anywhere, and the amount of vehicles that are parking on the pavement, full up on the footpath, they're parking on double yellows where it's hazardous, Nobody seems to do anything with stuff like that. The mobile sort of vehicle, because just down by the Antelope, they've done a new sort of pavement thing, and so it sticks out a bit. So as you pass in the Antelope, the road narrows a bit there, and of course people are parking on double yellow lines right outside where the Antelope was, and they don't seem to have tickets or anything. Nobody does anything about it. And by the chip shops down in Southend, vehicles park on the pavement. They do it all the time, and there's no vehicle going around, so hitting them for it. It's just frustrating, and you try and do an appeal, and it's like, no, it's nothing to do with us.
Trouble is, traffic wardens only have a certain thing. They can't book you for parking on the pavement, can they? They've only booked parking on double yellow line.
Yeah, so it's a whole thing of the traffic warden, police, who can do what? It would appear that sort of hardly any of them can do anything, because it's out of
like tickets,
yeah,
willy-nilly.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the way it is,
It's all
isn't
been
it?
done.
I don't think they can do anything about your ticket, to be honest. Maybe they'll give you something, who knows?
Yeah,
That's the question.
yeah. Well, that's good.
Sometimes it's just not worth the grief because you can work yourself into a right frenzy about it. And for
Yeah.
35 quid, you think at the end of the day, it wasn't worth the stress. Just
Oh
pay
no,
it.
it won't be a big stress. It'll just be, you write, you do a letter. You get your little yellow bag, you open it up, and it says this is what you can do, A, B, or C. So I'll do A. I'll do the, write in circumstances, whatever. Maybe I'll actually be in touch with the organizer to say, oh, any chance you can come up on this and help out, whatever, and just see what happens. And then you get the reply. Computer says no. There we are. You try.
So at another gig up in Conquet, and my girlfriend at the time, she was looking for rental trucks, and she bought me a Patrol, a Nissan Patrol, a long wheelbase, So I was driving that around. It's huge, man. And I parked it in my normal place where I park it, but there was a load of no parking signs there. I thought, oh, there must have been something on this afternoon or something, So I parked it there, and we stayed the night there, actually. So about 5 o'clock in the morning, like, it's all this noise outside. So my girlfriend wakes me up. She says, are you sure you parked the car? Because we were off to Guadeloupe that next evening. So we needed to get back and get to the airport, sort of thing. So I said, no, it's all right. It's parked well, So we come out with my, get all the stuff out and then going to get the car. The car had been taken away to the pound, and because they were loading fishing boats or something like that, and that's why they had the no parking signs. Nobody told me about it. So then, absolutely still off our faces, we had to drive around trying to find out where the car was, and we found it in Landerno. We had to get that paid out, and that was another €200 or something like that. My girlfriend wasn't happy about that. It was a good start to the holiday, that was.
I think I told you before, but when I was in London, every time I had a ticket off one of these machines with cameras, I just wrote to them saying there was a police incident and they told me not to move. Crime reference 764231, and they always let me off.
Was the crime reference number just bogus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think of it. Check.
I tell you, it was a weird one. Just quickly went out for a little burst on the bike, just mini goer, back into the Braz. And where I normally park, at the back end of the Braz in Langland, and it's double yellow lines there, but I just tuck it in on the corner and it's okay. I get down there this afternoon and I've seen this car there before. It's almost like a 50 style racing Jag. No top, it's like I suppose it lives with a tonneau at time. Lovely aluminium steering wheel, dark